Stephen, we knew it would be difficult coming down here. How can you sum that one up?
We knew it'd be difficult because they've got quality, but we were optimistic because they're not a team playing, I suppose, their best brand at the moment. We knew we'd get opportunities, and the first half is, it's just not good enough. The players know themselves. The game's over after 12 minutes. And for as bad as the performance was, we should have scored 4 goals today, which is just crazy. We probably should have smashed and grabbed something out of the game, especially in particular the 2 chances in the second half. Obviously Isaac's a great chance at 2-0 from the set piece where he just doesn't connect with it at all, right on top of the goal line. And goals change games, and that's the reality. One end at the moment, you can make all the excuses in the world. We've the Hawkeys out injured, the Bernies, Ward's pulling up, Quinn's out injured. Yeah, all senior players, but it's never been a better opportunity for some of the lads that's in the team at the moment to go and grasp and cement a place in an Irish Premier League team at a big club. And that's the disappointing part. We can look around and say, oh, these players are big players that have to come back into the fold, but forget about that for a wee second. This is an opportunity for the rest of the squad to go and cement their place as a Premier Division footballer at this level of the game.
I was going to say it was a wee bit difficult to find a standout performance in the whole team today. It was a bit flat.
Yeah, and listen, that can't be praised. There's no, the only positive is we've created 3 chances bar the free kick, which, Jack is stuck in the top bin. We know he's capable of doing that. That's the only positive. The rest, it's hard to really draw positives from that. My biggest concern about today more so is the first 3 games we've been drawn at half time. And I think last Friday we made big strides towards what we want the team to look like from an identity point of view. Really, really exciting, really forward thinking and bulletproof defensively. Within reason. That wasn't there in the first half. Like the second half we've managed. We've controlled the second half. But listen, the game's over. It's easy to play when you're 3-0 down. I could go out and play at 3-0 down. So, we're not gonna applaud that. That's what we would expect.
Looking forward then, we have a big game away at Carrick next weekend. Obviously they lost to Larne last night. What's the thoughts going into that game? What do we need to do for that?
Well, the thoughts is I hope that group of players go home and reflect on their performance, because that certainly doesn't reflect what we've asked, what we've carried out in training, how we've prepared them. It doesn't reflect what we put to them. It's a huge game. The league table doesn't lie. I think we're bottom of the table after today. Well, it's a team that's probably performed at this stage 13 games in that reflects that. So they need to go home, watch their own performance, and you can use all the excuses in the world. It's full-time football and everything else. It's 11 v 11. It's one team v another team. You got to roll your sleeves up and be dogged. And I was just really disappointed with that. But going to Carrick next week, it's a tough venue, good side. We have to be ready for that from a mental standpoint. And yeah, that's what we've got to try and channel into the players over the week. Get them ready as best we see fit, in terms of what we feel we can do in and out of possession. But ultimately these players have to carry their individual performance and take pride in their individual performance, and that's just the way it is. We're not throwing anybody under the bus here. At the end of the day, we're only in the door. We're getting to still know a lot of these players. That's just not acceptable. Some of the standards are just not acceptable, and that's what we're trying to fix and adjust and challenge. And that's one thing we've done since we've come in. We've created a challenging environment to try and squeeze more out of the players, and ultimately they're the ones that take to the field. We can only prepare them the best way possible and give the best instruction we see on the sideline. Ultimately they have to carry it out.